outside the reach of society, where socially you don't matter. Now, the one I explained about the guy out, that is clearly anomic. Someone put bloody egotistic and was trying to argue his way into it being anomic, and I'm there like, and she and which I love this professor. She's a brilliant professor, but she bent to it. She's like, oh well, I see, and I'm there like, no, I mean these kids should be able to realize that yes, it's egotistic, but you know what? Something that's anomic is also egotistic. The only thing is that's higher up on the scale. They don't realize that. When something's higher up on the scale, especially in psychology, you ignore the lower ones. Because honestly, for example, bipolars have manic and depressive episodes. Now, if they're in a depressive episode, you wouldn't call them depressive. You wouldn't call them, say they have major depressive disorder or major depressive disorder, because they have bipolar, and that trumps it. I mean, it makes no sense to give someone a diagnosis of bipolar and major depressive disorder. That's stupid. So you take the one that's more specific. And the one that's more specific between the anomic and the egotistic was the anomic. But this kid is trying to argue his way to it. I'm like, no, if you can't think through that to reach that, thing, you shouldn't be doing it. You just shouldn't be doing it. And I see that in so many things. I mean, I have openly called my classmates idiots. Oh, I remember one time my English class, and I'm ranting, but I'm just trying to, because I am frustrated with the bloody student body. I openly told them I thought they were all idiots. Because we were writing, I forgot what we were doing, but we had to do something, and I created a questionnaire, because that was one of the options. I'm like, well, I'm psych major, so, questionnaire, I should be able to get the gist of it. And I created this questionnaire because I did my research on male rape victims, and the questionnaire was to see how prepared or I asked a whole bunch of questions, but the actual key question was something completely different. And what I was trying to get to is to see the difference between men and women who what were their expectations for being raped. I mean, obviously with men it came very low. I mean, no men said like, yeah, I could get raped from the thing. Women were much higher, which was what I was expecting to get, and I got it. And one of the girls wrote on my thing, because I passed out to the class, I got it back, and she wrote like, I don't understand what you're looking for. And I'm like, are you a stupid moron? If you understood what the fuck I was looking for, that would completely compromise the stupid questionnaire. You're idiots, all of you. Just the fact that one person in this bloody classroom wrote that, and I said it out loud. I'm like, I don't know who the hell you are, but someone wrote this, and no one laughed. No one acknowledged that that was stupid. And they're like, you're all bloody daft, you stupid morons. And my professor was like, calm down, he's calling themselves. I'm like, no, they're idiots. And they still didn't get it. Some of them got mad at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's just, how the bloody hell would you expect to be able to know what a questionnaire is looking for and it to be meaningful? I'm like, all your questionnaires were stupid. I could read right through it and they weren't created accurately, because one of them was written exclusively for a straight audience, and they gave it to me, and I'm like, I'm not taking this. I'm like, what? And she's like, why? I'm like, because this is poorly written and you're giving it to the wrong bloody audience. I'm not your target. If you wanted to do this questionnaire, you had to say, alright, this is for all the straight people. If you're gay, don't take a bloody flyer. Because it's irrelevant. I looked at it, and it had all questions that I'm like, these are stupid, because they were looking for homophobia, and I'm like, well, clearly I'm not homophobic. That would be utterly retarded. So I'm like, don't give me the bloody paper, I'll just taint your results. She didn't get what the fuck I was talking about. I'm like, stupid people. And I even understood that these weren't psych majors. If they were, I would have gone off on them. I would have been like, my God, I hope you fail everybody class, because you're a failure upon everything in this field. But yes, I was completely upset, and now I'm no longer deluded. Honestly, I don't hang out at all with the student body. The people I hang out with are my psych professors, some of the secretaries, the head of the disabilities department, some of the people that work in campus life, but that's just for fun, because those people are a bit too serious for my taste. And that's what I bloody hang out with. I hang out with the staff. I don't hang out with the students anymore, Because I can't stand them. They're all idiots, except for like 5 or 7. I mean, I met this other one the other day, who he's intelligent enough, and I could have a conversation with him. But the problem is, he's always bloody booked. He's another one of those that has to maintain a scholarship, but he doesn't throw it at you. The only thing he says, he's like, oh no, I'm sorry, I mean, I have to have 5 classes or I get dropped out, which is perfectly fine. Not, I have to have 5 classes and I have to get A's, and I'm like, shut up, I don't care. So, I mean, besides that, I hang out with the bloody, I don't hang out with the student body anymore. There's very few students that I hang out with. And those that I hang out with, normally we talk either about, sometimes we talk about intense subjects, but not really. I mean, most of my debates happen with my professors. I don't go and talk to the students. I have completely lost respect for them. They have to work up. For you to get my respect as a student, you have to prove yourself at least intelligent. There are a few of them in there, and I could even point them out, but you know, it's really weird. So yes, I think I'm going to title this My Delusion with Student Body, or The Idiocy of Students. I don't know. Maybe it's just my university, I don't know. But yes, that, and this has gone up to 15 minutes. It's amazing. Bananas!